Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Empowerment Whispers, a space where we delve into the heart of what truly matters. Today, we embark on a journey towards a more balanced and fulfilling life. Yes, my friends, we're talking about the delicate dance between our professional and personal lives. We all know the feeling, the relentless tug-of-war between work demands and the longing for precious moments with loved ones, or simply for some quiet time to recharge our own batteries. It's a universal struggle, but I truly believe that achieving harmony is possible. Maintaining this balance isn't just about ticking boxes or rigidly scheduling our days. It's about understanding what nourishes our souls, what brings us joy, and what allows us to show up as our best selves in every aspect of our lives. So, let's dive in, shall we? Let's explore together how to reclaim our time, prioritize our well-being, and create a life that feels aligned and fulfilling. Let's unlock the secrets to a happier, healthier, and more empowered you. One of the most profound acts of self-care is having the courage to say no. No to overcommitting, no to unrealistic expectations, no to anything that drains our energy and steals our joy. It's about setting healthy boundaries that protect our time, energy, and sanity. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-preservation. We can't pour from an empty cup. Constantly saying yes leaves us depleted and less effective. Saying no with grace creates space for what truly matters. We create space for rest and rejuvenation. You are not obligated to say yes to every request. Make conscious choices that align with your values and priorities. Let's talk about self-care, my friends. And no, I'm not talking about bubble baths and face masks, although those can be lovely treats. I'm talking about something deeper, something more profound. Self-care isn't selfish, it's essential. It's the foundation of a happy, healthy life. We can't pour from an empty cup. Neglecting our needs leaves us depleted and resentful. Self-care is tuning into our bodies, minds, and spirits. Maybe it's a walk in nature, a heart-to-heart conversation, or a few moments of meditation. Make self-care a non-negotiable part of your routine. Schedule time for yourself, just like any other appointment. Rest, recharge, and reconnect with your inner wisdom. Discover what nourishes your soul and fills your cup. Maybe it's spending time in nature or losing yourself in a creative pursuit. The possibilities are endless, my friends. Experiment, try new things, and pay attention to how you feel. What activities leave you feeling energized and alive? Once you discover what refuels you, commit to it regularly. Schedule them in your calendar and treat them with importance. Let's touch on the power of no. We often talk about the importance of saying yes to opportunities, and I truly believe in embracing life's adventures. But honey, let me tell you, there's an equally important skill we need to master: the power of saying no. It's about recognizing your limits, understanding that you can't pour from an empty cup. Just like a bank account needs deposits to keep giving, you need to replenish your own well-being. It's not selfish, it's self-preservation. When you say yes to everything, you risk spreading yourself too thin, leaving you feeling depleted and overwhelmed. Remember, every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. Maybe it's time with your family, maybe it's a moment of quiet reflection, or maybe it's simply a good night's sleep. Saying no allows you to protect your time and energy for what truly matters. It's about making conscious choices about how you spend your precious resources, ensuring that you're showing up fully present in all areas of your life. Now, I understand that saying no can be challenging. We don't want to disappoint others or appear unhelpful, but trust me, there are ways to decline requests gracefully while still maintaining positive relationships. Start by acknowledging the request and expressing appreciation for being considered. You can say something like, "Thank you so much for thinking of me, I truly appreciate the offer." Then, gently decline with a simple, "However, I won't be able to commit at this time." Remember, you don't always need to provide a lengthy explanation or justification for your decision. Your time and energy are valuable, and you have the right to protect them. When you learn to say no with grace and confidence, you establish healthy boundaries and create space for the things that bring you joy and fulfillment. It's about honoring your own needs and prioritizing your well-being. The gift of pausing. We live in a culture that often glorifies busyness, as if being constantly on the go is a badge of honor. But let me tell you something, my friends, that's a recipe for burnout. We are not machines designed for non-stop productivity. Just like a car needs to stop for fuel to keep running, we need to allow ourselves moments of rest and rejuvenation. Scheduling regular breaks throughout your day isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. Think of it as hitting the pause button on a remote control. It allows you to step back, take a breath, and gain a fresh perspective. Those moments of stillness, even if it's just for a few minutes, can work wonders for your focus and productivity. When you push yourself relentlessly without breaks, your mind becomes cluttered, your creativity dwindles, and you're more prone to making mistakes. It's like trying to drive a car with a foggy windshield. But when you allow yourself to step away, even for a short while, you give your mind a chance to decompress and reset. You create space for new ideas to emerge, for solutions to present themselves, and for your best work to flow effortlessly. Maybe you take a walk outside and connect with nature. Maybe you listen to an inspiring podcast, or simply close your eyes and take some deep breaths. Find what works for you and make it a non-negotiable part of your day. Remember, taking breaks isn't about being lazy, it's about being smart. It's about honoring your body's natural rhythms and giving yourself the gift of renewal. Have you given thought to rediscovering your passions? Life isn't just about checking things off a to-do list. It's about living with passion and purpose. It's about carving out time for the things that make your heart sing, the activities that bring you joy and make you feel truly alive. I'm talking about engaging in hobbies, pursuing your interests, and rediscovering the passions that may have gotten lost in the shuffle of daily life. Think back to the things you loved to do as a child, before life got so busy. Was it painting, playing an instrument, dancing, or writing? These passions, my friends, are not frivolous distractions. They're essential for a well-rounded and fulfilling life. They nourish your soul, ignite your creativity, and remind you of the simple joys that life has to offer. When you make time for hobbies, you create a space for yourself outside of work and responsibilities. You give yourself permission to explore, to create, and to simply enjoy the process without pressure or expectation. Maybe you loved to paint as a child but haven't picked up a brush in years. Maybe you used to play the piano but life got in the way. Or perhaps you've always wanted to learn a new language or take a cooking class. Whatever it is that sets your soul on fire, make a commitment to yourself to rekindle that flame. Start small, even if it's just for a few minutes each day. The key is to make it a consistent part of your routine. Remember, life is too short to put your passions on hold. Embrace the things that bring you joy, and watch how it transforms your life from the inside out. Finding your voice. Communicating with your employer. You know, for so long in my life I felt like I had to be on all the time. Whether it was running a television network, producing films, or just trying to navigate life's everyday demands, it felt like there was no room for me to say, wait a minute, I need a moment. But honey, let me tell you, that's not living, that's just existing, and the same goes for you. You deserve a workplace that respects your boundaries, that understands you have a life outside those office walls. But to get there, sometimes you have to find your voice. You have to speak up for what you need. Now I know that can be intimidating. We've all been there, wondering if we'll be seen as difficult or demanding. But trust me, the right employer, the one who truly values you, will want to know what's going on. So, take a deep breath, gather your thoughts, and remember, your voice matters. You deserve to be heard, and you have the power to advocate for yourself. Communicating with your employer isn't about issuing ultimatums or delivering demands. It's about building bridges, about having an open and honest dialogue about your needs and how you can both work together to create a more supportive and fulfilling environment. Maybe it's about adjusting your schedule to accommodate school pickups. Or perhaps it's about exploring the possibility of working from home one day a week. Whatever it is, come to the table with solutions in mind. Remember, your employer wants you to be your best self, both at work and in your personal life. When you're happy and fulfilled, you bring that energy and focus into everything you do. So, don't be afraid to have that conversation. You might be surprised at the positive response you receive. Let's discuss the topic of finding your center. The power of mindfulness. Life can feel like a never-ending merry-go-round sometimes, can't it? The deadlines, the errands, the constant juggling act, it's enough to make anyone's head spin. And in the midst of all that chaos, it's so easy to lose sight of ourselves, to forget to just breathe. That's where mindfulness comes in. It's not about emptying your mind, no matter what you might have heard. It's about creating space, a little bit of breathing room in the midst of all the noise. Think of it as hitting the pause button on your life, just for a few moments each day. Close your eyes. Tune into the rhythm of your breath and just be present in that moment. You don't need any fancy equipment, no special cushions or incense, just you, your breath, and a few minutes of quiet. Now I know what you might be thinking. Oprah, I can barely find time to shower, let alone meditate for an hour. And you know what? I hear you. But here's the thing. Mindfulness isn't about adding another item to your already overflowing to-do list. It's about finding small moments throughout your day to reconnect with yourself. Maybe it's taking a few deep breaths before a big meeting or really savoring your morning cup of coffee instead of gulping it down on the way out the door. It's about being present in the moment, instead of constantly replaying the past or worrying about the future. And the more you practice, the easier it becomes to access that sense of peace and clarity, even in the midst of chaos. Trust me, darling, mindfulness is a gift you give yourself. It's a way to reclaim your peace, to find your center, and to navigate life's challenges with more grace and ease. The art of letting go, delegating with grace. Okay, let's talk about something we women know all too well, the pressure to do it all. We're taught from a young age that we have to be superwomen, effortlessly juggling careers, families, and everything in between. But here's a little secret, we don't. It's okay to ask for help. In fact, it's essential. Because trying to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders, honey, that's a recipe for burnout. Delegating tasks isn't about admitting defeat. It's about recognizing your limits and valuing your time and energy. It's about building a team, both at work and at home, that can support you in achieving your goals. So, take a look at your to-do list. What can you delegate to others? What tasks can you let go of without sacrificing your sanity? Delegating is about more than just getting things off your plate. It's about empowering others to step up, to learn new skills, and to contribute their unique talents. When you delegate effectively, you create a win-win situation. You free up your time and energy to focus on your strengths, and you give others the opportunity to grow and develop. Start small. Maybe it's asking a colleague to take the lead on a project or enlisting your partner's help with household chores. You might be surprised at how willing people are to lend a hand. Remember, you don't have to do it all, and you shouldn't. So, breathe, delegate, and watch as you create a more balanced and fulfilling life for yourself and those around you. Honey, let's talk about setting goals. We all have dreams, aspirations, things we want to achieve in life, but sometimes we set the bar so high we set ourselves up for disappointment. It's okay to dream big, but it's even more important to set realistic goals. Start small, break down those big dreams into smaller, manageable steps. You don't just teleport to the top, you take it one step at a time. And as you accomplish each step, celebrate those victories. Remember, you are capable of amazing things. So set those realistic goals and watch yourself soar, honey, soar. Now let's talk about something near and dear to my heart, family and friends. Those precious souls who love us unconditionally, who support us through thick and thin. They are our rocks, our cheerleaders, our partners in crime. But sometimes in the hustle and bustle of life, we can take these relationships for granted. We get so caught up in our to-do lists, our work commitments, our own little bubbles that we forget to nurture these vital connections. But let me tell you, making time for loved ones is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It's about investing in our well-being, in our happiness. Spending time with loved ones, laughing, sharing stories, creating memories, it feeds our souls in a way that nothing else can. So put down your phones, step away from the screens, and carve out dedicated time for those who matter most. Trust me, your heart will thank you for it. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Oprah, I'm so busy, I can barely find time to shower, let alone plan elaborate outings with friends and family. And I hear you, life can be demanding. But here's the good news. It doesn't have to be about grand gestures. It's the small, everyday moments that truly count. It's about being present during dinner time, putting away your phone and truly listening to your loved ones. It's about sending a quick text to check in, sharing a funny meme, scheduling a video call just to catch up. It's about making an effort, however small, to show your loved ones that you care, that they are a priority in your life. Remember, relationships, just like gardens, need tending to thrive. So water those seeds of connection, nurture those bonds, and watch your relationships blossom. As we bring this journey to a close, remember this achieving work-life balance isn't about reaching some magical destination. It's a continuous journey, an ongoing dance between your professional aspirations and your personal well-being. Some days you'll find that perfect rhythm, that sweet spot where everything feels aligned. Other days, honey, let's be real, you'll be juggling chainsaws while riding a unicycle. And that's okay. Life is messy, unpredictable, and that's what makes it so beautiful. The key is to keep striving for that harmony, to keep learning, growing, and adjusting along the way. Listen to your intuition, honor your needs, and don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. You are powerful beyond measure, and you deserve a life that is both fulfilling and balanced. So go out there and create it, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more empowering content from Empowerment Whispers.